Today, we are going to talk about how to choose the right lot. Buying a new home isn't just about buying the right floor plan or going with the builder with the best incentive. This video is about the difference between a good lot versus a great lot. The lot that you decide on will ultimately have a bigger impact on your daily life, your long-term satisfaction, and the overall value of your home. But unfortunately, far too many buyers rush these decisions. They tend to give the builder the benefit of the doubt that it's going to look great. But let me be totally clear. A great house on the wrong lot turns into nothing more than a long-term headache. Builders will distract you with the model homes. They'll make lots of promises about future amenities and improvements. And then they'll often try to push you toward a lot that has a high premium. That's probably not worth it. That's why today I am breaking down exactly how to evaluate the lot and ultimately make the best decision for your lifestyle and investment. So how do you pick the best lot? First, think about the community positioning. Lots deeper in the neighborhood are often quieter and more private than those near the main entrances. So make sure you don't think about just what's convenient today. Think long term. If that means waiting for a different section of the neighborhood to open up or waiting for a better lot to open up, yes, it may cost more money, but you may actually get more value. Every lot has some sort of building restriction lines. Boundaries that sort of dictate how you may or may not use a space. It's really important to understand where the house lies within these boundaries and what limitations it might impose in the future, whether it be another structure, swimming pool, playground, deck, you name it. It's really important to try to avoid lots that have too many building restrictions. And that goes into the next tip, easements and utilities. A lot of times a builder will not actually know where utilities will go when they're selling a community. It's not up to them. If a cable company wants to decide to put a cable box in any given lot, that is their right with or without the builder's approval. And that goes for power stations, stormwater drains, you name it. If it's not there when you're picking out your lot, it's really important to understand what can happen there and try to mitigate that risk as much as possible. Elevation, drainage, and grading, which are hugely important. It's not enough just to pick a lot based on a site map. It's really important that you insist on seeing the grading plan, not of just the lot that you are considering, but also of those of all the adjacent lots to that home. You want to know how your lot's going to drain? Sure. That's obvious, but you also want to know how the lots adjacent to your home are going to drain. It's important to understand the difference between a walk-up basement and a walk-out basement. Those two are not the same as it relates to new construction. You want to know how many steps there will be to the front door, how many steps will there be in the garage, and will that impact your parking? All of those things can be answered by looking at the grading plan. Better yet, request that the builder stake out your home on the existing lot. Again, looking at a site map is not helpful. You want to walk the lot with the builder and know exactly where the house will sit, how it will be oriented as it relates to the neighbors, and then from there, you'll have all the information you need to make a decision. Orientation and natural light. It's not just about what direction your home is facing as it relates to sunlight. It's about understanding what parts of your home will get different lights at different times of day. It's also really important to understand how shadows from tree lines and homes that are adjacent to your property will affect the sunlight into your home. No one likes a dark home. It's a deal killer all the time. And sometimes folks will assume just because your home faces a certain direction, that's good enough. Those homes sort of naturally get better light, which might be true. But if it's really bright in the back of the house in the afternoon, but you spend all your time in the front of the home, that's not super helpful. It's also important to be mindful that some cultures revere homes that are facing certain directions more than others. If you are in a community where this might be an issue in the future, a home which faces the wrong direction, whether it has anything to do with sunlight or not, may affect its resale value. So make sure you understand what those cultural differences are. I'll do a whole separate video on something called Vatsu. Vatsu is sort of the feng shui of home direction and light in South Asian communities, and it's something I deal with regularly. Again, we are going to talk about lot premiums. Builders will charge extra for certain lots, and sometimes it's completely valid. But more often than not, lot premiums are strictly marketing tactics. They are designed to create the optics of value that may or may not be there. The builder usually has an incentive to build or sell certain lots and homes in a very sort of specific order. If something's been on the market for a long time, they may artificially reduce a lot premium on one home or increase it on another so that the next guy that comes in, and don't let it be you, thinks that they're getting a deal. Always scrutinize the lot premiums. Don't assume also, just because a lot premium is higher on a given lot, that it's actually worth it. it. Buyers usually fall into two camps. Some that want to pay as little as possible, so they'll look for the lower lot premium and they'll think they're getting a deal. And then some buyers will think, oh, it has a lot premium, it's more expensive, therefore it might be better or should be better. And that's not the case. There should be a limit on how much you're willing to pay for one lot over the other. So it's really important to question everything. Be skeptical. Do not give the builder the benefit of the doubt. And when possible, try to learn the actual history of lot premiums as it relates to the community. How many lots before you had a lot premium and what were they? How has the lot premium changed on any given lot? Has the lot premium gone up? Has it gone down? How many times has a builder tied an incentive to a lot premium? You want to make sure you ask all of these questions because the builder is in there to make money. Choosing the right lot impacts everything from your lifestyle, to resale value, to just your overall satisfaction with your home. So take time when you make the decisions. Walk every lot that's available. Visit in the morning and visit in the afternoon. Visit the lot after a really bad rainfall. Ask as many questions as you need to. Do not rush this decision. It is too important. If you like this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and if you haven't already, visit the link in my description, pick up a copy of my book. It's packed with strategies, practical advice, and lots of strategies to make sure when you buy your new home, you're doing it like a pro. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.